Back once again, we bring you to Tiger softball, Tiger baseball here. Clay Center Lady Tiger softball getting set to face Chapman for a regional championship, and Tiger baseball will get set to work against the Rock Creek Mustangs for a regional title as well on the baseball field. They are going to start that game in Smoky Valley, likely to be about 10 minutes away for the championship game. So we'll keep you posted there on the exact timing, but around the 10-minute mark, basically as soon as they can get that thing going. Kind of the same thing here. As soon as they're going to water down the field and mark it up again, and then we'll get both teams back out and properly warmed up and ready to go as soon as possible to avoid any weather that might be coming. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect in the KCLY community. In fact, I'm going to take a break now. We'll come back and let Bernie Fencella, our engineer, give you a look into what is happening with the weather forecast and those watch areas. We'll do that and continue with Tiger baseball and softball coverage right here on 100.9.
Growers make many decisions this time of year, including what tires will prove the smartest investment. The Titan Loyalty Rebate is designed to make that decision easier. Now until June 30th, you can receive up to $100 back on your purchase of eligible Titan or Goodyear farm tires. Visit your Farmers Cooperative Titan Goodyear dealer today.
Investing in our own success. Farmers Cooperative.
The Citizens National Bank takes great pride in introducing new products and services, like our new Instant Issue debit cards. 17 new designs are now available with Instant Issue. The Tiger Stripe card is my favorite. Go Tigers! Pick your favorite design and get your debit card the very same day. Learn more about Instant Issue debit cards at our branch in downtown Clay Center. This has been Casey Bloom with the Citizens National Bank.
A familiar face and a friendly smile. The Citizens National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Replacing your roof is a major investment. You want it done right the first time with an excellent warranty for any work that might be needed later. The professionals at Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement have gone that extra mile with more in-depth training earning additional certification. Tyson Ramirez has Hague Residential Certification, and Tyler Hassenbank has both Hague Commercial and Residential Certification.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Are you in the market for a new house? Do you need a more reliable set of wheels to get you around town? Or do you just need some extra cash for an unexpected bill? Whatever the case may be, Union State Bank is here to help. We have competitive rates on a variety of different loan options suited to meet your needs. Don't hesitate. Call or stop in and visit with one of our loan officers that you know and can trust today. This is Brandy Crimmins with Union State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Severe weather coverage on KCLY is brought to you in part by Union State Bank, Clay County Medical Center, Avery Auto Parts, Coolman Implement and Hardware, Oldies Seed Farms, Blue Valley Telecommunications, Citizens State Bank of Waterville, Hanover, and Marysville, and Green Team Cars of Clay Center.
Thank you for joining me for severe weather coverage on KCLY 100.9. I'm Bernie Fansella. And yes, we still have softball and baseball scheduled to go, but we thought we'd take a break in between games and give an update as to exactly what's happening. We currently have a severe thunderstorm watch. This is until midnight, and this covers the entire KCLY community. All of our counties are included in this. There is a little bit of activity happening in the far northwest of the KCLY listening area as well. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning scheduled to expire at 5:30, but the affected, the cell has pretty much moved out of the affected area at this point.
National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 224, effective until midnight Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Clay, Cloud, Jewell, Mitchell, Ottawa, Republic, and Washington. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings.
Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, severe thunderstorm watch number 224 has been issued from 5 p.m. until midnight Wednesday for the following counties in Kansas: Clay, Cloud, Jewell, Mitchell, Ottawa, Republic, and Washington.
Sure you're experiencing the best internet possible. First, take note of the wireless devices in your home. Don't forget to count smartphones, Netflix, and gaming devices that connect to the internet. Remember, the more devices you have, the higher your speed needs to be. Next, make sure your router is properly placed in your home. Sometimes Wi-Fi signals can have difficulty traveling through thick plaster walls or concrete basements. If you have more questions about bettering your internet experience, give us a call or visit our website at bluevalley.net.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Welcome back to our little intermission here with severe weather coverage on KCLY. We are still going to cover the baseball and softball. We'll be back with that shortly, I believe. We're still waiting on some stuff over there. So in the meantime, we thought we'd take a look at what's happening with severe weather in the KCLY community. There is a severe thunderstorm warning in the very, very far northwest corner of Republic County. That storm has moved out of the area. The National Weather Service did adjust that a little bit, but that should we're expecting that to go away on time. So within a couple of minutes, it should be gone. We do, however, have a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. This covers all of the KCLY counties of Dickinson, Geary, Clay, Republic, Cloud, Washington, Ottawa, and Riley, and Marshall. We'll keep an eye on that as the night moves on. We aren't expecting a whole lot of severe activity until probably the end of sports tonight. So we will keep the watch going, we'll keep the beeps going, and if we have any more information, we'll break in. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. I'm Bernie Fansella, and you're listening to Severe Weather Coverage on KCLY 100.9.
You can always buy a cheaper windrower than the Heston WR Series, but you won't find a better value because the WR Series comes with standard features the lower price brands don't, like advanced cooling, a deluxe seat, and auto steering. The WR Series. Better features, better value. Learn more at Heston.com. Visit Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Lynn.
We're a community ag bank. We're experienced, we're local. We're here to help you grow. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Good health and happiness go hand in hand. I'm Dr. Allie Lormeyer with Clay Center Family Physicians, and my goal is to help you make decisions that reflect the importance of your health. When it comes to providing compassionate, patient-centered care, I won't settle for the status quo, and neither should you. I am dedicated to providing the best patient experience and the best possible outcomes. I am welcoming patients of all ages and would be honored to serve as your physician. Please call for an appointment at 632-2181.
The May Doorbuster sale at Hometown Lumber and Hardware in Marysville is giving you some practical ideas while discounting these items and saving you money. Like this 142-piece mechanic socket set on sale for $99.99. A 2-door Gladiator large gearbox cabinet marked down to $199.99. And after a hard day's work, relax on the patio in an essential sling double glider with console for just $89.99. See what else is on the May Doorbuster sale when you stop in at Hometown Lumber and Hardware in Marysville.
Severe weather coverage on KCLY is brought to you in part by Clay County National Bank, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy, and Radio Shack. Blue Valley Insurance of Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville. Clay Center Family Dental Care. Hometown Lumber and Hardware. CTI John Deere. Dave's Body Shop and R&K Service of Marysville. And Twin Valley. Clay Center Tiger Baseball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Central Valley Ag, Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, CS Precision Ag of Clifton, Ray's Apple Market, Union State Bank, B&D Seamless Gutters, and Oldie Seed Farms.
And a good evening. We welcome you back again to Tiger Baseball and Softball Regional Championships for both teams getting set to work. For Tiger Baseball, they'll be faced off against Rock Creek, undefeated number 1 seed, and Chapman, who upended the 2 seed earlier, Smoky Valley, in an 8-2 ball game. The Lady Tigers will face the Chapman Irish, an NCKL showdown for the regional title, as Clay Center won 5-0 over Concordia, and Chapman an 8-2 winner against Smoky Valley. Tiger Baseball, a 2-0 win over the host Vikings, and as mentioned, now take on Rock Creek. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. You just heard Bernie give you a look there from the studios. Right now, there is nothing on the radar in the KCLY community. It's something we're monitoring throughout, and we'll keep you posted on. The severe thunderstorm watch, though, is in effect. Our severe weather team will be in, and we'll take over should something come up that we need to let you know about. But right now, the radar showing nothing in the KCLY community. That little warning area that is up at the far northwest corner of Republic County has expired, and really has moved on up into Nebraska. Most of the systems that you're seeing in the state really have been well west of our KCLY community. We'll keep you posted on any of that should something come up we need to let you know about, though. Here it is time for Tiger Baseball and Softball, our pregame show brought to you by McGee Roofing.
Replacing a roof is a substantial undertaking. It's one of the biggest financial commitments a homeowner will make. But the long-term value of a solid, attractive, and leak-free roof is well worth it. McGee Roofing offers residential and commercial roofing replacement, along with guttering and siding. With the colors and textures available in siding, you can customize the look of your home or business. For roof replacement or repair, gutters and siding, McGee Roofing is committed to customer satisfaction. Call them for an estimate.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
One company, one call, Twin Valley.
Got the latest and greatest device in your house? Now get the fastest. Your cool new devices deserve Twin Valley Pulse Gig Internet, the fastest available. It has the incredible speed you'll need for maximum enjoyment when multiple people are streaming, gaming, and more. Call for details to see if Twin Valley Pulse Gig Internet is available where you live. It's 800-515-3311 to sign up and speed up.
Graduation time is here. Have you placed your order yet for a decorated cake and party trays? If not, come to the deli department at Ray's Apple Market, where your choices include veggie trays, meat and cheese trays, sandwiches, even Hickory Pit barbecue.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Clay Center Tiger Softball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Central Valley Ag, the Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, CS Precision Ag of Clifton, Ray's Apple Market, Union State Bank, and Oldie Seed Farms.
A couple of regional championship games coming your way here on a Tuesday from Smoky Valley, where the Clay Center Tiger baseball squad is getting set to face Rock Creek. And here, the number 1 seed Lady Tiger softball team will be matched up against Chapman for a trip to Emporia. Both teams have that state championship trip on the line as we go to the regional title game, and both contests about set to go from both Smoky Valley and here in Clay Center. We'll take another time out. You're listening to the McGee Roofing pregame show.
Replacing a roof is a substantial undertaking. It's one of the biggest financial commitments a homeowner will make. But the long-term value of a solid, attractive, and leak-free roof is well worth it. McGee Roofing offers residential and commercial roofing replacement, along with guttering and siding. With the colors and textures available in siding, you can customize the look of your home or business. For roof replacement or repair, gutters and siding, McGee Roofing is committed to customer satisfaction. Call them for an estimate.
I was going over inventory when in walked a circus clown. Welcome to Central Office Service and Supply. How can I help you?
Well, we need paper for our flyers and sticky notes to cover a car.
We have Astrobrights paper in a pack of assorted colors that will grab folks' attention. And our Post-it super sticky notes in bright colors should do the trick.
And one chair for the lion tamer.
This L'Oreal Executive Mid-Back Work Chair is on sale for $114.95. Is that what he needs?
The lion isn't too particular. Thanks for your help, Central Office Service and Supply guy.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Well, back at Smoky Valley on the campus of Bethany College. First pitch is underway in this championship game, Rock Creek and Clay Center. And it is a 1-1 count to Nate Libby. We'll give you those starting lineups. They really got this going quickly as started to feel a few raindrops here. There's a high fly ball from Libby. Second base is back. Wind blowing it in. Second baseman makes a play for the first out. So Nate Libby will be in right field. Dylan Swihart DHing up now, followed by Brigham Glaves in left field. Wyatt Alexander is catching. Evan Rose now at first base. Kelby Wishman at second. Dylan Moon at third. Keegan Brownell will play second. Colton Wyke in center. And Cade Wallace will be the pitcher. Dylan Swihart fouls one back. In game underway very quickly. They worked the field. And that was about it. Swihart, a nice drive into center field by Dylan Swihart for a base hit. Swihart struggled a little bit on the base path, hit the ball really well in that first game win over Smoky Valley 2-0, but that one well hit off Zach Havenstein, starting pitcher for the Mustangs. That's going to bring up Brigham Glaves. Hands in from the left side of the plate. Watches the first one go by for strike one. Oh, 1 count to Glaves, low, ball one. Championship regional getting set for Clay Center Lady Tigers softball in their championship game. Winners advance to the state tournament in Emporia. Fouled out of play down the left field line. Well hit by Glaze, but well out of play. Again, severe thunderstorm watch in effect. If we need to break in with anything, we will. Nothing in the area right now. Last check of radar had all the severe weather well west of the KCLY community as Havenstein throws one by Glaze for out number 2. Wind has really picked up. Wind very strong in game 1, but has really picked up, and a few raindrops felt. Not anything right now, but trying to get this game in. So Wyatt Alexander will step in. Wyatt really struggling at the plate in that first game, and now pickoff play to first base as Swihart head first, back in safely. Pitch to Alexander in for strike one. Clay Center winning the first game 2-0. Will Rosenau pitched extremely well. 9 strikeouts.
working himself out of a jam in almost every inning, and very smart pitching from Rosenau. There's a ground ball down the first baseline. Alexander trying to run it out, and first baseman back to his bag for out number 3. So top half of the first, one runner on, no score. Midway through the first, no score here at Smoky Valley. Let's get you to Rocky Downey.
All right, Flip, we appreciate it. Here, just underway, first batter for Chapman at the plate. Alexander Hosler is the batter. The 1-ball, 2-strike count. Remember, Megan Blake had 13 strikeouts in that first ball game against the Concordia Panthers, so a couple of NCKL matchups. This matchup has been a while since they've played. It was the first couple of games of the season for these two teams in league. Clay Center did win both games. Count's gone to 2 balls, 2 strikes, again through the first half inning for Tiger Baseball, scoreless. And they'll be headed to the bottom of first against Rock Creek. Here, the Lady Tigers, top half of the first on the defensive side is the number 1 seed, and Hostler stays alive with a foul tip right down into the dirt and then dribbled into foul territory behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tiger Baseball, scoreless in their first half inning. Both teams playing for a trip to Emporia in the state championships. Here's the pitch from Blake. The 2-2 on its way. Popped left side. Long run for both the left fielder, Michaela Musselman, who makes the play. Haley Franson was giving chase as well. And Musselman down by her ankle tops with the basket catch. And there's one down. So a great play by Musselman, the senior, on the defensive side, as she catches the pop out in foul territory. And there's one away. And the batter is Emma Elliott for the Chapman Irish. And the pitch home. And it's down in the dirt from Blake. It's 1-0. Great play in short left foul territory by Musselman. A long run and then able to get the glove to it first and then to hang on to it on top of it. Here is the pitch home. Swing and a miss by Elliott. And Blake evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Rachel Dewar on deck for the Irish. As Blake inside the circle will get set to bring it again. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Clay Center struggled offensively in the first game. They led 1-0 after 3 innings, scoreless through the first 2. And then opened it up with a bases-loaded double off the bat of Aaron Hamill. They scored 4 in that inning. 5-0 in the final. Swing and a miss, and that's a 2-ball, 2-strike count now on Elliott. Megan Blake with 13 Ks in game number 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll catch back up with Phil Casper and the Tiger Baseball team in just a moment. There's a swing and a miss and the strikeout, 2 down. And that'll bring to the plate Rachel Dewar. First game, it was Chapman who got up 3-0 in the first inning. Really some misplayed defense by Smoky Valley a few times in that game, and Chapman took advantage of it. And then went on to put it away 8-2. First pitch strike called for Megan Blake. She walks outside of the back of the circle, now back up and ready to go. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the top half of the first. Here's the rock and the pitch from Blake. Short grounder to third base. Hannah Ferguson, great play, and the throw on the run is a strike to ball at first. And there's 3 up and 3 down in the top of 1. Lady Tigers will come to the plate when we come back, but right now let's send it back over to Phil Casper.
All right, Rock, thanks. Cade Wallace on the mound for the Tigers. Ground out by the first batter and then a single, and now pitch in on the 0-2 count is fouled back. So 1 runner on right now for the Mustangs. 0-2 is the count. Wallace stands in, holding that runner on first base. Now fires home 0-2, and this is outside. It's severe thunderstorm watch in effect. We would break in if necessary. Severe weather in the area right now.
pitch, or 1-2 pitch from Wallace down to the dirt. Now firing down to first is Alexander. Runner back in safely. Counts 2-2. 2-2 pitch high. Runner goes to second. Throw down is going to miss. Runner in safely. Good backup that time. Keegan Brownell backing up Kelby Wishman. Runner safely into second. Full count now on the batter. Pitch from Wallace is high, and the batter will take his base. So runner on first and second. There is one out. Bottom of the first. Wallace on the mound, holding the runners on, fires in, ball high. And Cade's struggling with that shoulder injury all year. Has kept him out of the batter's box, has been able to play defense, and has pitched well. Wallace fires in, strike one. 1-1 count. Wallace holds the runners. Comes home, misses high. Count goes 2-1. Pitch in for strike two as batter watches that go by. Count 2-2. Wallace looks at second. Now back home. 2-2 pitch on the way in the dirt and blocked by Wyatt Alexander. Count goes full. Pitch on the way, curveball misses, and bases are loaded. So Wallace gives up his second walk, loads the bases. Wyatt Alexander will walk the ball out as Schlachtermeyer comes up to bat for Rock Creek. Wallace will go back into the windup. Pitches home, misses high and out. Kate's struggling a little bit right now. Trying to find a rhythm. Fires one in. There's a hard drive into center field. Colton Wyke camps out under it. That will get one run in, but that's going to hold everybody else. As Wyke quickly gets that ball in. It was all he could do. Holds the runners on first and second. The runner for third did score, and Rock Creek has gone up 1-0. A good job by Wyke to get good position on that fly ball, knowing he's got to get it in quick. It does. Rock Creek does play one, and now two out. Runners on first and second. First pitch from Wallace misses low. Wallace looking the runner back to second. Wishman directs him home. There's one foul back. Wishman doing a pretty good job holding that runner on second. I think Wallace wanted to come to second, and Kelby shook him off. Now back home, another one fouled back, almost identical. Back into the Swede softball field located directly behind the baseball field. Counts 1-2. Two down, two runners on. Rock Creek's gone up 1-0. Wallace fires home. There's a hard grounder to second base. Keegan Brownell comes up with it, fires to first, and that is out.
number 3. Nice play by Keegan Brownell to end the inning, but not before Rock Creek puts one across the plate. 1-0, one complete. Headed to the second. Check in with Rocky Downing.
All right, Flip here. The Lady Tigers have 2 down, but a runner aboard is Rachel Dewar pitching for Chapman against Haley Franson. Pitched down to the dirt, scooped out by Alexandra Malsby. 1 ball, 1 strike count. The Lady Tigers had a ground out to third by Janae Shivers. Strikeout swinging on Allie Wright-Frederick, and it looked like a pop-up on the infield would end the inning, but misplayed by the shortstop. There's a shot toward left field. It's knocked down by the third baseman, but everybody's safe, and a single for Haley Franson. So now Clay Center with runners at first and second and 2 down, and we'll see if Taylor Ball can make something happen. The shortstop, Peyton Souther, got underneath of a ball that initially was called for by the center fielder, Ashlyn Bledsoe. The wind blowing so hard in from center, it ended up inside the base path on the dirt, and it just was misplayed, and that got Megan Blake on. There's a pop foul back and up and out of play. Jaden Crimmins now running for the Lady Tigers. Down at second base, courtesy runner for Blake, the pitcher. And so Clay Center's got runners at first and second. You can likely hear the wind howling in from center field. Pop fly left side. Again, anything's questionable when it gets up in the air. This time, Souther does make the play, and the Lady Tigers are retired, stranding 2 at first and second base. So scoreless through 1. Let's send you back again to Phil Casper.
All right, Rock, thanks. And here the wind blowing just as hard as it is blowing in. And Evan Rosenau steps in and swings and fouls one back. Little bit of rain earlier, but nothing right now. I mean, a very little bit. Not much right now as Havenstein floats the curveball across strike 2. Nothing in the KCLY community, but again, thunderstorm watch in effect. The curveball from Havenstein and freezes Rosenau, and that's strike 3. And Will Rosenau, the freshman in that first game, 9 strikeouts, pitched really well, gets the win. Has to come out in 1 out in the 7th due to pitch count. So now Kelby Wishman stands in, high fly ball, that's going to stay in. Shortstop back, makes the catch for out number 2. And you hit one up in the air here today, it is just going to hang. And that one straight up in the air and never got out of the infield. So Dylan Moon playing third base for the Tigers. With 2 outs, nobody on. Slow curveball, misses low. Moon in that first game really struggled at the plate. He flew out, struck out twice. Good job playing third base. There's a high fly ball, first baseman over. That's going to be out of play. Tigers making pretty good contact, but it's really not able to get much offense going, just enough in that first game to get past Smoky Valley. I'll need a little more than that against a pretty good Rock Creek team as Moon watches one go by. It's 1-2. Top of the second, Rock Creek's up 1-0. 1-2 pitch in, and Havenstein drove that right into the ground. Really awkward. Landed about 10 feet in front of him. So now, 2-2 count. Pitch in, that one in the dirt. Count goes full, and Havenstein having a little trouble right now. He's really handcuffed himself a couple of times. So count is full to Dylan Moon, 2 outs. 3-2 pitch on the way. There's a hard drive, but right at the shortstop, throw over to first is in for out number 3. Midway through the second, 1-0. Rock Creek leads. Let's get you over to Clay Center and Rocky Downing.
All right, Flip here. The Chapman Lady Irish batting in the top half of the second. There's 2 quickly out. A pop out to Taylor Ball at first, a ground out to Haley Franson at shortstop. And the batter now stands in left side, ground ball to third base, and Hannah Ferguson, another put out from third to first. That was Ashley Bledsoe, the center fielder for Chapman. So we've gone through 1.5 here, no score. The Lady Tigers will get their chance up at the plate next. They'll have Gabby Nelms, Hannah Ferguson, Erin Hamill due up. If anyone reaches Michaela Musselman, again completed the first inning and a half. We're going to the bottom of 2, no score as of yet. We're back right after this.
Is your growing business outgrowing its internet? No matter what type of business you run, you need internet speeds that work as hard as you do. Twin Valley Pulse offers 100 megabits per second and gig internet plans to keep your business growing. Twin Valley local support and expertise are other benefits to guide your technology planning. Don't let your business fall behind your competitors with slow internet. Call Twin Valley at 800-515-3311 to get down to business. Service availability and internet speeds will depend on location. Call for complete details.
Summertime means picnics and cookouts. Ray's Apple Market has Traeger grills, quality meats, Rock House salads, and produce for a delicious spread. Or get hot meals to go when your family is on the move. It's always fresh, delicious, and perfect for busy families.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Lady Tiger softball batting here in the bottom half of the second, so we'll keep you here with softball. And again, you are hearing the severe weather beeps on KCLY. There is a severe thunderstorm watch. Nothing in the KCLY community at this time. If something does come up, we'll certainly pass it along. Gabby Nelms just flashes one into left field and really went with the pitch in opposite way. The lefty is on at first with a leadoff single. Line shot into left field and hard hit enough she couldn't even really take a turn at first. It was back into the infield, but she is on with a base knock to lead things off here. And that'll bring up Hannah Ferguson, third baseman for the Lady Tigers. One on, nobody down, leadoff single for Nelms. Squaring to bunt it is Ferguson. They throw down to second, runner not going. It actually got through to center field, but Bledsoe was there to back it up, and Nelms was headed back to first. That was a true sacrifice try, not a protection of the runner to let them try to steal. Nelms was staying at first, and the catcher came up throwing, thinking she was going. 0-1 the count. Dewar the pitch. Ferguson again squares. This time a good bunt right side, and nobody's going to have a play anywhere. The infield scrambling with the second baseman going to cover first, the first baseman charging, and Ferguson just put it in between the pitcher and first baseman, and there was no play anywhere. Leadoff singles for Nelms and a bunt single from Ferguson, and the Lady Tigers have runners at first and second against Chapman with Erin Hamill up, and Hamill put a charge into one in the first game with a 1-0 lead in the sixth. Hamill hit the base of the wall in left field and cleared the bases were full, cleared the bases, and that put Clay Center up 5-0. Now the Lady Tigers tied at 0 in their second at bat of the game in the championship for a trip to state. Have runners at first and second, an 0-1 count now on Hamill. She'll square to bunt it and bunts it foul, and it's 0-2. Nelms the leadoff single sharply into left field, and then Hannah Ferguson, the bunt single. She was squaring to sacrifice, but placed it perfectly. And runners at first and second with nobody out. Hamill down in the count now, 0-2. Michaela Musselman waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch home from Dewar. Fouled straight back by Hamill, and the count stays no balls, 2 strikes. Hamill from the right side of the plate. Nelms the leadoff hitter, the lefty, and then Ferguson a righty. Both on board. None down in the bottom of 2 with no score. And the pitch in from Rachel Dewar. Popped up, foul territory. Those who are in the stadium chairs right behind home plate kind of covering up, and the wind blowing so hard you needed to be behind the press box, likely to be worried. It has really picked up steam as the day's gone along, straight at the batter's face. Ground ball back up the middle by Hamill. That is going to be knocked down by Souther, but no play. And 3 singles to start the inning for Clay Center, and runners everywhere for the Lady Tigers. The bases are full for Michaela Musselman. Musselman had a good opening game, had a single and scored his first run of the game for Clay Center in the third inning. She also walked once. She'll bat from the left side of the plate, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, but a dangerous hitter for the Lady Tigers on the season. And, of course, well documented the battle she had to get back and healthy and to play ball again. Was told she wouldn't after the car accident she was in, and proving everybody wrong. Great story. Took a strike on the outside corner here. It's 0-1. Bases full. Nobody down for Clay Center. Bottom of 2. Pitch low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nelms the runner at third base. Ferguson at second. Hamill the runner at first. The batter, Musselman, with the top of the order waiting in the on-deck circle, and Janae Shivers. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch on its way. Swing and a miss by Musselman. It's 1-2. Both teams scoreless in the first frame, although Clay Center got 2 runners aboard, but with 2 outs. One was on an error. Haley Franson had the first hit of the game. Good foul cut by Musselman to stay alive. Fouled it straight back. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Clay Center trying to strike first against Chapman in this regional championship. Here's the pitch home. Fouled again by Musselman, up and out of play, and she stays alive at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tiger baseball. An update when we get a chance to get back over to Flip. They were down 1-0 when we brought it here. Oh, there's a pitch right at the helmet of Musselman, and that's going to score a run. She could not get out of the way of it. They were frustrated that she hit her, of course, with the bases loaded. It was not intentional by any means. Coach Nicole Edwards down at first base gives the thumbs up to the dugout. Michaela, I think he was even chuckling as she started down to first. And so Janae Shivers up now with the bases full, and Clay Center does have the first run across. Ferguson to third, Hamill to second, Musselman at first. Catcher Malsby out to visit with her pitcher Rachel Dewar. Again, it is a severe thunderstorm watch in the KCLY community. We continue to monitor the radar. If we need to come on and break in, we will. Right now, nothing to report on the radar across the KCLY community. It's all stayed west and then moving north. There's a shot at the right field line. Fair for Shivers. Another run in. A second run slides across. Shivers to second and Musselman to third. The Lady Tigers have jumped out now to a lead here with a 3-0 advantage, all coming in this second frame. And Shivers just went right down the first base line. It was just inside the bag. And she is down to second base with a single, advancing on the throw home. And again, the Lady Tigers lead at 3-0, and Allie Wright Frederick stands in. So Clay Center jumping out here quickly. They have gone to the end of 2. Rock Creek now leads at 2-0 over Clay Center. So the Tiger baseball team would be coming to bat in the third in that ball game. Top of the third, Clay Center trailing 2-0 to Rock Creek. Here, the Lady Tigers up 3-0. Swing and a miss by Wright Frederick. As runners at second and third for Clay Center, still nobody out in the second inning. They lead at 3-0. Shivers, her third hit of the day. She had a couple in the first game. Pop foul, right side. Will it stay in play? It will, and a good catch at first base by Sierra Carano. And there's one down with runners at second and third base. That'll bring up Megan Blake. She reached on an error. She popped it up. It's really interesting to see the reaction of players when the ball is hit up in the air as Dewar comes in. Popped up again, this time foul, back behind home plate. A great roll. What a catch by the catcher Malsby of Chapman. Megan Blake claiming it was trapped against the netting. The home plate umpire said it was caught. Coach Don Richter asking for help from the field umpire, and they're not going to get it, and Blake is going to be out. Terrific effort, whether it was trapped or not, by Malsby. Going back against the netting, reaches up, catches, falling into the net, and there's 2 down, and the batter is Haley Franson. Dewar pitches home in the dirt. Malsby, the block, keeps the runners at second and third base. Musselman over at third. Shivers at second. Musselman reached after being hit by a pitch. And then Janae Shivers singled down the right field line. The 1-0 pitch to Franson. Strike called outside corner. It's 1-1. Franson singled in the first inning. but was stranded on base. She singled with 2 down. Runners at first and second at the end of that inning. Pitch down in the dirt again. Ballsby again blocks it. 3-0. Lady Tigers lead it. Bottom of 2. 2-ball, 1-strike count. And we'll get you back over to flip the Tiger baseball when we have the chance. They trailed 2-0 going into the third inning. Here's the 2-1. In the dirt again. Blocked by Malsby again. So Dewar is struggling to find the strike zone against Franson. And Haley's got a 3-1 count to work with as the wind continues to whistle in from center field. 3-0. Lady Tigers lead it. Pitch home. And a nice job to lay off of it. Well, she did foul it. I thought she'd actually laid off it. Made contact with the bat more than Haley going at it. And the count goes to 3-2. Cranston stands in from the right side. 2 outs. And the pitch home from Dewar. Fouled straight back. Good cut. Lady Tigers have scored 3. Nelms, Ferguson, Hamill singled to lead off the inning. Then Musselman was hit by a pitch. That brought in 1 run. And then a 2 RBI single from Janae Shivers. And now the Lady Tigers still with 2 aboard. There's a pop-up on the infield. Souther comes back in a couple of strides and makes the play. The Clay Center goes on top here. They lead it 3-0. We're headed to the third inning. Clay Center, hopefully, go back over to Phil Casper.
All right, thanks, Rock. And now Clay Center, just as we do that, is going to score on a sacrifice bunt from Nate Leiby. Nate Leiby diving head first into first base and being called safe. And Keegan Brownell scores. So I'll get you caught up in just a minute. Nate Leiby with that sacrifice, what I thought was a sacrifice, but sliding head first, he's safe. So that will be scored a single, and it's 2-1. So now runners on the corners, top of the third, and nobody out as Dylan Swihart stands in, and Swihart singled his last time at bat. Colden Wyke on third, Nate Leiby on first. Get you caught up on how we got here. Now, last inning for Rock Creek, it was a single, a fly out, another single, and a sacrifice bunt, and they were able to score another run going up 2-0, and now Clay Center has answered with 1 run. And now runners on the corner, ball swung on and missed from Swihart. So we had a single from Keegan Brownell. Colden Wyke gets to first on an error, and then Nate Leiby with a bunt for a single, scoring Brownell. And now Clay Center can tie it. Top of 3. 2-1. Pitch to Swihart in the dirt. Nice play by Rock Creek's catcher of just falling on that ball, keeping it from going past him. So Wyke holds on third. The count's 2-1. Avenstein has really gotten himself into a jam and is a little rattled right now. Pitch to Swihart. There's a drive between second and third, between short and third. That's going to score Wyke, and we're tied. So Dylan Swihart is now 2 for 2 at the plate. Nate Leiby advances to second, and we're tied at 2. Top of 3. And that is going to bring up Brigham Glaves. He struck out his first at bat, but he was 2 for 3 in that first game. And Glaves asked for time. Swihart's on first. Leiby's on second. Glaves back in. Nobody out. Now bunt by Glaves is going to go foul. Clay Center playing a little small ball right now. Trying to advance those runners. We saw Rock Creek do the same thing in their half of the inning. In the bottom of that second. Now pickoff play at second. Leiby back in safely. Second baseman tries to hide that baseball. Leiby ain't buying it. smarter than that. So back to the pitcher. And an 0-1 now to Brigham Glaze. Pitch to Glaze, gets away from the catcher. That's going to advance both runners. So now runners at second and third. As Havenstein really struggling a little bit right now. Now asks for a new baseball. So now Nate Leiby's at third. Dylan Swihart now stands at second, and the count is 1-1. Nobody out. Top of 3, we're tied at 2. Havenstein looking in. He'll stay in the stretch. Pitch in and out, or in and a low. That's ball 2. Two-one now to Glaze. Now there's a drive into right field and center field over. That is going to drop. And that is in for a base hit. Now Swihart is caught in between second and third, diving into third safe, and Nate Leiby's going to score. So Swihart, I think he thought Rock Creek caught that ball. He held and then was caught, and I think we're going to have a pitching change here in Lindsborg. So Clay Center has gone up 3-2, and we're going to have a pitching change. So Clay Center up 3-2, nobody out. There's 2 runners on base for the Tigers at the corners. Pitching change. Let's check in with Rocky Downing.
Well, the Lady Tigers here sit at a 2 outs, first 2 outs recorded, and nobody aboard for Chapman with the 3-0 Clay Center lead. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count now against the batter Peyton Souther, the shortstop for the Irish. Megan Blake set to work, and the 2-2 comes home. And strike 3 called on the inside corner, striking out the final 2 batters of the inning. And Clay Center with a 3-0 lead. We're headed to the 4th here. Tiger baseball on a roll. Let's get a break. After the pitching change, we'll take you back over and see if the Tigers can add to their 3-2 lead in baseball here. 3-0 Tiger softball with the lead.
This is Steve McMahon with Central Office Service and Supply. We give you the best of both worlds, a full-service retail store and a powerful e-commerce website with pricing and selection that compares with national chains. Do your shopping anytime, day or night, and we will deliver your order nearly anywhere within a 60-mile radius of Clay Center. Furniture is our specialty. We help with measuring, design, delivery, and setup at remarkably low prices. Shop centralofficesupply.com or call us for that personal touch.
When you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea, your first therapy option is typically some form of positive airway pressure medical device. Whether it's a CPAP or BiPAP unit, you'll find them at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy. A full-time respiratory therapist is also available for questions or to help with your needs. They offer a complete line of durable medical equipment to assist and aid in your well-being. Most insurance carriers will be billed for you. Just bring in your prescription to Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack.
Well, pitching change at Smoky Valley for Rock Creek. Havenstein really struggling. And now runners at the corners, nobody out, and Wyatt Alexander steps in for the Tigers. Top of 3, Clay Center's gone up 3-2. Runner on first and third for the Tigers. Pitch to Alexander is low. Ball 1. So Glaze at first, Swihart at third. Alexander stands in. Pitch in, foul back. Strike 1. Pitch to Alexander. There's a hard grounder down the third base line, but foul. The count's gone 1-2 to Wyatt. And Alexander really struggling at the plate today. 1-2 pitch. There's a drive, but that's right at the shortstop. They'll try to turn two, get the first and the second for 2 outs as Alexander grounds into a double play. So 2 down now. That does plate Dylan Swihart. Swihart alertly running home. So Clay Center has gone up now 4-2. So with 2 down, base is empty. Evan Rosenau will stand in. Pitch to Rosenau in for a called strike. Coach Bent thought that was up a little bit, but 0-1. Now there's Rosenau driving one into center field. That's going to drop in left center for a base hit. So Evan Rosenau gets in on the action. And a 2-out base hit by Rosenau is going to allow Kelby Wishman to come up. So now Rosenau on first. Wishman stands in. Ball 1. Kelby hit the high fly ball to the shortstop, his last at bat. Pitch to Wishman, swung on and missed. Strike 1. Rosenau on first goes back. There's a shot into right field by Wishman, but right at the right fielder, and that is out, number 3. But not before Clay Center plates 4 times. They lead 4-2. We're headed to the bottom of 3 at Smoky Valley. Take you back to Rocky Downing. All right, Flip, thanks. Here the Lady Tigers have a runner at second base with 2 down. Hannah Ferguson reaching on another pop fly in the infield that was just misjudged and then misplayed, and then she was able to advance to second as it rolled toward the dugout on the first base side. Now the ball gets bobbled by the catcher, Ballsby, and Ferguson's over to third base. Clay Center leading it here 3-0. What an inning for the Tiger baseball team, putting 4 on the board against undefeated Rock Creek. And so they lead it 4-2 right now. And we'll see if Cade Wallace can keep that thing going on the other side of the plate. There's a ground ball hardly hit by Hamill. Souther to first base and out at first. That'll end the inning. We headed to the 4th here. The Lady Tigers have a 3-0 lead. Tiger baseball up 4-2. We'll send you back over to Smoky Valley and here in Clay Center when we come back after this.
Spring is here and the weeds are taking the field. They're throwing everything they've got your way. Weed after weed. Lucky for you, you can depend on your cleanup hitter at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. We have multiple options for weed control in your spring crops. And our powerful hits will knock those weeds right out of the field and clean up those bases. Hit your home run with the help of your teammates at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed and win the game against weeds.
The gang here at Bud's Tire Service want to wish the best of luck to the Tiger baseball and softball teams in postseason play. They, like us, strive to be the best they can be. We can help with everything from tires to your driveline to your engine to help keep it performing great. We have many tire brands that have rebates going on right now. Stop in and check them out. AC not keeping you cool? We can fix that also. Make sure and give our Facebook page a like. Never know what might be going on there. Stop by Bud's Tire for all your vehicle needs. Again, good luck to the Tiger baseball and softball teams.
Back at Smoky Valley, Phil Casper, Rocky Downing in Clay Center with the Clay Center Lady Tigers. Studio engineers Bernie Fansella. You are hearing severe weather beeps, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the KCLY community, but no severe weather right now. If we need to, we will break in. Here, the Clay Center Tigers have taken a 4-2 lead and now a hard drive from Rock Creek, but that is going to be foul down the right field line. So Cade Wallace back on the mound, struggling a little bit, but with that 4-2 lead, seems to have found his rhythm a bit as he's gone up in the count here. He did hit a batter, so there is one runner on. Now an 0-1 count. As Wallace will go over to first base to hold that runner. Back in safely. Clay Center's gone up 4-2, a 4-run third inning for the Tigers. It's swung on and missed, and now throw down to second on a steal, but Kelby Wishman can't hang on to it. Runner in safely. Watch Rock Creek do this in that first game. They got down, and then they just chip away at the lead, and if a team makes an error, they'll make you pay. Clay Center pretty solid so far as Wallace misses high and away, and the count goes 1-2. Rock Creek is 18-0 on the year, and Clay Center is up 4-2. Wallace pitches inside, ball 2. Pitch in low. The Clay Center crowd didn't like the call. Looked good, although I am a ways away. The count has gone full. Full count pitch, swung on, driven to second base. Brownell has it, comes up, throws to first, and that is out. Number 1. Runner does advance to third, but Brownell went where he had to and gets that runner at first. Chapman did score. We'll get you checked in with Rocky here in a little bit. Clay Center still leads in that one 3-1. They're in the top of the 4th there. We're in the bottom of the 3rd here. Runner on 3rd. Pitch from Wallace is outside. Pitch from Cade, foul back, out of play. This game in Clay Center has now gone 3-2. Get you back there and check in with that as Cade throws high. That's ball 2. Counts 2-1. Runner on 3rd, 1 out. Clay Center up 4-2 in the bottom of 3. It's from Wallace in for a called strike, and the count's gone 2-2. Again, weather beats, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the KCLY community. If we need to break in, we will. Pitch from Wallace, that is driven into right field. That's going to score 1 run. Base runner in safely at first, and it's 4-3. So a single for Rock Creek. Gotten it back to 4-3. 1 out. Runner on first. Murph looks over. Now he'll fire home. Pitch foul back. Cade with a pretty shifty move to first base. We'll see what that runner does. Evan Rosenau holds him on. Cade fires home. Ball 1. 1-1 count now. Murph looks at first. Comes home. Pitch fouled back, out of play. And the count's 1-2. Pitch swung on and missed. Curveball, now throw down to first. Runner back in safely. Good pitch by Cade for his first strikeout of the game. And that is out number 2. Brings up the catcher for the Mustangs. With 2 outs, 1 runner on, it's a 4-3 Tiger lead. Bottom of 3. looks to first, now comes home, strike one. Batter watched that go by, thought it was low. Counts 0-1. First pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball. Wyatt Alexander maybe has a play, and that's going to be out, and Alexander goes into the wall hard. There's a wall about waist high that the net attaches to, and Wyatt Alexander just hit it solid. Up quickly. Coach Andy Bent out, and Alexander says he's fine. Maybe shaking the cobwebs out a little bit. And we're set to play again. 0-1 count, runner on first, 2 down. Murph fires home, high. Alexander fakes the throw down to first, counts 1-1. Now, Cade will throw over to first, nearly got the runner. Not sure what the runner thought there, but he really took his time getting back to nearly get him again. Pretty big lead from the Mustang at first base. Counts 1-1. Wallace fires home, misses with a curveball high, and it's a 2-1 count. 4-3. We're in the bottom of the third here. Clay Center with a 1-run lead. Pitch home, high and out. And that's 3-1. Murph looks the runner, now comes home. There's a high fly ball. That's going to be out of play down the right side. Can you hit anything up in the air over there, it's going to be hard pressed to stay in the field. Full count, 2 down. Runner on first, bottom of 3. Murph will go over to first, and Evan Rosenau not there. Murph holds it, and they call it balk. And that is the right call. You gotta throw it, but Cade did what he could. Evan Rosenau had come off the base, and Cade had nowhere to go, and now walks the batter. So some miscommunication. Murph, I think, a little shaken there, but he did the only thing he could do, and that was hang on to the ball. So still 2 outs, runner on first and second. Cade will have to refocus now, and Evan Rosenau playing well off the first base. Cade fires home. Strike no. They'll say ball 1. Probably a little bit high. One misses low, and the count's 2-0. So Cade's got to shake off that balk. It really is not his fault. Not really Evan's fault. And there's strike 1. One count, low. Down goes 3-1. The Clay Center Lady Tigers were up 3-0, and now 3-2 as Cade walks the batter and loads the bases. Chapman had plated 2 runs. At last check, we'll check in with Rocky after this inning. The base is full. Cade will go back to work on the batter. This is outside, ball 1. A 4-3 Tiger lead, and a called strike 1. Counts 1-1. The ball swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Slow roller to third base. Dylan Moon's going to have to hurry. Tries, misses. The ball low. Rock Creek will score 1 and maybe 2. So an error. Dylan Moon really had to hurry with that slow roller. And Rock Creek placed 2 runs. So now runners at second and third. And Paul is struggling a little at the plate. He's gone 1-1 count. In Moon, a really slow roller in that dead spot between third base and the pitcher, and it's better if the third baseman can get it. He has the better angle, but Moon really had to hurry that throw and took a nasty hop on Evan Rosenau at first. He really had no play on it. And Rock Creek, really aggressive base running, gets 2 across with 2 outs. They're going on sound, and they've taken back the lead 5-4. There's a drive. Oh, what a play by Kelby Wishman. Diving play at shortstop to save that base hit. Gets it over to first base, and that will end the inning. But Rock Creek has gone back up. They lead 5-4. Let's check in with Rocky Downing.
You bet, Flip. Back again, we bring you to Clay Center, and 3 pop-outs in the 4th inning for the Lady Tigers. They have a 1-run lead now, 3-2, after Chapman scored 2, and really Clay Center got out of a pretty tough inning in the top of the 4th inning. They had a runner picked off in a rundown. Megan Blake stabbed the ground ball right back up the box, ran at the runner between second and third, and eventually got a throw to Aaron Hamill at second for the tag out. That was in the top of the 4th. Clay Center goes in order in their half of the 4th. We're headed to the 5th here in Clay Center. Lady Tigers lead it 3-2. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll get you back with Tiger Baseball and Tiger Softball, both championship regional games here on 100.9.
Whether you farm 100 acres or 10,000, the people of Central Valley Ag Monroe are here to serve you. Like customer service specialist Brett Schicker.
Support bigger growers and smaller growers at the same time.
Every input when you need it. And people like cropping specialist Jason Cook.
We have that personal touch with the farmer. They know that we have their best interest at heart.
Manager Doug Eisenminger says their most important product is teamwork.
It's not what I can do, it's what we can do together.
Central Valley Ag Monroe. Proud to say we are CVA.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We head into the top half of the 5th inning. The Lady Tigers do have a 3-2 lead. It will be Megan Blake back in the circle. Allie Wright Frederick behind the plate. Hannah Ferguson at third. Haley Princeton, the shortstop. Aaron Hamill at second. Taylor Mall at first. Give the outfield after this first offering coming from Blake on its way in and blowing away 1-0. Michaela Musselman in left field, and center is Janae Shivers, and in right field is Gabby Nelms. Lady Tigers do lead 3-2, but Chapman retiring Clay Center in order after scoring 2 in the top of the 4th to cut that 3-0 lead to a 1-run lead, and now a missed pitch up and tight from Blake, and the count goes to 2-0. So a couple of tight ones. Clay Center and Rock Creek Baseball going back and forth. Tigers scored 4 to take a 4-2 lead. Rock Creek coming back to take a 5-4 lead. There is a ball just missing off the corner. Wright Frederick tried to frame it, and the umpire didn't like it, and it's 3-0. So Blake back to work on the hill, or in the circle here, as the Tigers on the softball field with a 3-2 lead, but Chapman may be feeling a little momentum as Sierra Carreno, the batter, takes a strike on the inside corner, and it's now 3-1. So 3-2 here. Lady Tigers lead. 5-4 at Smoky Valley. Rock Creek leads Clay Center. Now foul ball left side off the bat of Carreno. And the count goes full, 3-2. Carreno from the left side. The number 8 hitter in the Chapman Irish lineup. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout for Blake. So one down, nobody aboard, and Peyton Souther, the batter, with Alexandra Hoschler waiting on deck. Top of the order really did it for Chapman in the fourth. They got a leadoff single, then a triple from Emma Elliott, and then she came around to score on Dewar's hits, and then they were able to pick off a runner at second base, Clay Center, that is, that really stopped what could have been a bigger rally, potentially. There's a ground ball, third base side. Ferguson up with it, quick throw to first. Easy play against Peyton Souther. Hit it pretty sharply. Ferguson, though, fielded it cleanly and then took a quick step and throw to first. And there's 2 quickly away here in the top of the fifth. And Clay Center again with that 3-2 lead. Tiger baseball, they're headed to the fourth. Tigers now trailing 5-4. Alexandra Hoschler is the batter here. She steps in from the right side of the plate with 2 down and nobody on. Top of the fifth. Clay Center holds on to a 1-run lead. Swing and a ground ball third base. Ferguson can't handle this one, and a runner aboard with 2 down. So an error on the third baseman puts a runner at first for Chapman. And there's 2 away, as mentioned. And Emma Elliott, who struck out her first time up, but got one on a line to left. Michaela Musselman came charging in, got maybe a tip of the glove, if anything, on it. Had to go to her left while coming in for it, and it went to the wall. And there's a shot to the gap in right center field, and this is going to find the fence. It rolls all the way to the wall. Chapman's going to try to tie it. Around third comes the runner, and that is going to be a tie ball game now at 3-3 as Chapman, Emma Elliott, finds the gap in right field. So an error extends the inning, and then Elliott hit the gap on a line shot to right center field. It rolled to the wall. And now Chapman has tied this ball game up at 3 apiece in the top of the fifth. Looked like a quiet inning. And now Clay Center is going to meet on the inside the circle with the whole team. Allie Wright Frederick, the catcher, coming out, and the whole infield coming in to talk with their pitcher, Megan Blake. A 3-3 tie here against the Chapman Irish. And the Lady Tigers in a battle. They were up 1-0 against Concordia in the first game, and then eventually put the thing away. Lady Tigers are 13-3 coming in, 14-3 after that first win. And they are the number 1 seed. Chapman, who knocked off Smoky Valley, a 7-win team. Smoky Valley was the 2 seed. Chapman winning 8-2 in game 1. Clay Center would stretch the lead against Concordia for a 5-0 win, but now tied at 3 here in the top of the fifth. 2 down, a runner at third base. And a pitch just missing. Megan Blake kind of looking questioningly, and I've seen Allie turn around a couple of times just to ask where it's at. Pitch on the inside corner. Well, it was the outside corner to a lefty batter, just missing, and now one to the righty. It's 1-0. Pitch in. This one inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. So a runner at third with 2 down, and Chapman, who has tied this game up in the top of the fifth. Clay Center baseball, they are batting in the top of the fourth, or we're going to bat in the top of the fourth. They were trailing in that ball game now 5-4 after they traded leads. Now a pitch up and out, and it's 3-0 with a runner at third, and the wind howling. Megan Blake trying to get the rhythm back inside the circle here. 3-0, 2 down. Score tied at 3-3. Blake rocks and brings the 3-0 pitch in to Dewar. And that is strike on the outside corner, 3-1. And now we see Keegan Brownell had a base hit in the fourth, but a strikeout, ground out, and fly out. They're headed to the bottom of four. Clay Center baseball still trailing 5-4. There's a fly ball right center field. This could be trouble. It is well hit, a long run, a diving play. What a catch by Gabby Nelms! Gabby Nelms with Janae Shivers coming in the same area, diving to her right, backhanded, and caught it, and hangs on to it, and it ends the fifth for Chapman. It looked like a gapper, and the Irish would take the lead, and Gabby Nelms steals extra bases and a run from Chapman. We're headed to the bottom of five. Clay Center tied up in a good one with the Irish. 3-3 here in Clay Center when we come back.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From various soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to preseason crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
TSI Kansas is currently hiring qualified over-the-road drivers. Our drivers drive quality equipment while receiving top pay and benefits, along with the home time they need and deserve. The staff at TSI Kansas are dedicated to providing our drivers with the tools that they need to be successful. If you're looking for a rewarding career with a friendly and experienced company, call TSI Kansas at 785-632-5183 and see how we can exceed your expectations.
Welcome, Clay Center, back to Smoky Valley. Clay Center Tigers trail here 5-4. We'll get you back to Rocky Downing and check in with that game in a minute. There's a well-hit ball into right field, but again, the wind is not going to allow it to stay in, and that time it does stay in, but bounces off the fence and no play for the Tigers. Rock Creek led off this inning with a single, and now a full count as runner for the Mustangs stole second. Wallace sets, fires home, counts full, and ball swung on and missed. They center that last half of the inning. Keegan Brownell with a single, ground out, fly out, strikeout by the next three batters. Wallace fires in, misses. Low, ball one. Runner on second. Pretty good lead off. Kelby Wishman does hold him on. There's a well-hit ball into left field, and that is going to get away from the left fielder into the corner. So we'll score one. Send the Rock Creek runner into second standing up. So a stand-up double by the Mustangs on a well-hit ball. Just staying fair in the corner of left field, and Rock Creek has now gone up 6-4. Megan Blake has led off with a double. That game tied. In fact, while that's going on, this game, Rock Creek has now gone up 6-4 with a runner on second. Let's send you back to Rocky Downing and check in, see if the Lady Tigers can get that lead back. We have one out, and now a pop fly to right field, and the ball down. Taylor Mall, the right fielder and center fielder, ended up colliding and knocking the ball loose, and now runners at second and third. Haley Franson trying to sacrifice bunt Megan Blake to third base, ended up with a pop out to the catcher, so the one out on the board. Megan Blake drilled a line drive in the left center field, and Taylor Mall had a really tough go-getter in short right field, and Tegan Larson coming a long, Ashley Bledsoe for Chapman coming a long way from center field to come across and ended up colliding with Rebecca Thomas, and the ball came loose. Thomas had made a terrific catch, and then the collision knocked it loose. Ball gets to second as they threw to third, where Jaden Crimmins is running for Megan Blake. There's one strike now against the batter, Gabby Nelms, who made one of the greatest catches I have seen in a long time to end the rally for Chapman in the top of this inning. She made a catch that was in real trouble in right center field. Janae Shivers came a long way from left trying to get to it, was on a dead sprint,
Nelms going right toward her from right field on a dead sprint, and then at the last second just dove with a backhanded stab and hung on to it. Amazing catch. It would have scored at least one in that inning because it would have gone to the wall, but instead she stole the out and the run for Clay Center. Now at the plate with a 1-ball, 1-strike count and 1 down, runners at second and third for Clay Center trying to answer here in their half of the fifth. Nelms the batter, Ferguson on deck. Here's the pitch home, and a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Nelms, a left-handed batter. Bats left, throws right, so that's why from the right field position, going hard to her right, that play to end the top of the fifth. That much more impressive, backhanded. There's a swing and a miss. It's down to the dirt. A runner may score from third, and Crimmins will, sliding in safely. That is going to put the Lady Tigers back on top now, 4-3. Crimmins scores it. The ball got by Malsby. Strikeout was recorded. Nelms gets to second because they tried to get the runner home as the ball went up against the backstop, and Nelms just running the entire way finds herself at second base. Runners at second and third now. Crimmins scores as a courtesy runner for Blake. Taylor Mall reaches on the error, and now Lexi Leiby in at third running for her. So you have Leiby in at third as a pinch runner for Mall. Taylor will come back in and play first base. Down to second went Gabby Nelms with a hustle play on a strikeout that ends up being a base runner. A wild pitch, and now the batter's Hannah Ferguson with runners in scoring position. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, and the count goes to 1-ball, 1 strike. 1 down, runners at second and third once again. So tough break for Dewar, the pitcher for Chapman. It was a strikeout swinging, but in the dirt, and it got by the catcher. Nelms all the way to second, run scores. Crimmins coming in from third, and then Lexi Leiby, again, pinch running over at third base for Taylor Mall. There's a pitching change. Nate Leiby has come in to pitch for the Tigers now as Tiger baseball down 6-4. Here's the pitch home. Ground ball toward the shortstop, and it's through. Leiby will score. Center fielder up with it, brings it back in. Bledsoe to the second baseman. Now runners at the corners, and Clay Center answering big time to take a 2-run lead. And the batter will be Aaron Hamill. So Ferguson got one below the glove at the third base side. Leiby scores, pinch running for Mall. Down to third will go Nelms, and Ferguson the runner at first, and now we've got a visit to the circle by Chapman. Let's check in and see if they've gotten back underway with Nate Leiby coming in, the pitching change for the Tigers. Let's send it over to Flip Casper.
All right, Rock, thanks. We'll get it right back to you. Nate Leiby has taken the mound for the Tigers with runners on the corners. There are 2 outs, but he is ahead in the count, 0-2, and now a high fly ball that's on the infield. Kelby Wishman should have a play at second base, and he does. Ends the inning, but Rock Creek plates 2. They've gone up 6-4. Or plates 1 more, rather. They've gone up 6-4. We are headed to the 5th. Let's kick it back to Rocky Downey.
All right, Flip, thanks. Again, Tiger baseball trails 6-4 now as they head toward the 5th inning. Here, the Lady Tiger softball team has gotten out to a 5-3 lead. They had a 3-0 lead. That was chopped down by 1 in the 3rd inning, and then 2 more runs scored in the 5th inning for Chapman, so they tied it at 3 apiece, but the Lady Tigers have answered here, and they have runners at the corners with just 1 down for Aaron Hamill. Hamill squares to bunt it, takes it. They'll throw behind the runner at third, and it gets by. Up from third and coming to score is Gabby Nelms, and over to third base goes Hannah Ferguson. So Nelms off the bag at third base made that terrific play out in right field to end the top of the 5th. Drew the throw to third, and was diving back in. The ball got away, and she comes in to score. Now Clay Center leads at 6-3. And Ferguson over to third base, and Aaron Hamill at the plate. She has a single in this game. She had a double in her last at bat in the first game. With the bases jammed, she got one to the corner just off the base of the wall, short hop the wall, and got a double that cleared the bases. Huge hit for Clay Center in that 6th inning, which really put the game away in essence. Now Clay Center, late innings, getting it going again offensively. There's a fly ball toward left center field, and it's Bledsoe in. Tagging at third is Ferguson. They'll fire home. They've got a shot at home, and they do get the tag out on Ferguson at home plate. Good throw by Bledsoe. off the short fly ball to left center field. 6-3, though. Clay Center comes up with 3 more runs to pad their lead as we head to the 6th here in Clay Center. Also, Tiger Baseball heading into the 5th over at Smoky Valley. Let's take a break. We'll come back and check in at both locations.
As a livestock producer, it's challenging to raise your animals and even more challenging to be profitable. Farmers Cooperative and Purina Animal Nutrition are here to help with our spring feed and mineral booking program. Order now through May 30th and save on Purina tubs, bag mineral, and fly control products, as well as creep feed. Contact your Farmers Cooperative feed expert today for complete offer details.
Investing in our owners. Farmers Cooperative.
Back at Lindsborg, Smoky Valley. 4A regional baseball from Clay Center to Lindsborg. Clay Center trails now 6-4. They went up 4-2. And now a 6-4 lead by Rock Creek. Dylan Swihart up for Clay Center in the top of the 5th. Facing a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Now Swihart goes down to third base to hear some advice from Coach Andy Bent. Dylan 2 for 2 in this game. He's singled twice, scored one of Clay Center's runs, played very well in that DH spot. Now the count full at 3-2. Top of the 5th, Clay Center trailing 6-4. Full count pitch on the way to Swihart. That is driven right at the second baseman. He can't handle it. Swihart's going to get into first base safely. Probably score that as an error on the second baseman. But a sharply hit ball, and Swihart continues to make great contact. Again, you are hearing severe weather beeps, severe thunderstorm watch in effect. We'll break in with any severe weather information, but nothing out there right now. So Brigham Glaves stands in. Glaves has singled and struck out in this game. First one go by, ball 1. Count should be 2-0, but it's got 1-0 on the scoreboard. It should be a 2-0 pitch to Glaves, and now 3. So Brigham Glaves ahead in the count. Swihart stands on first. Pitch to Glaves. That's in low. That's ball 4. So Glaves gets a walk. Wyatt Alexander stands in, and Rock Creek coach out to talk with his pitcher. Believes there'll be a pitching change, but are talking with the pitcher. Rocky, I don't have any idea where you're at in your game, but let's, while we have a chance, check in and see how your game is going.
Sure, 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning, and now a ground ball right back to Megan Blake and a 3 down frame after Chapman tied at 3-3 at the top of the 5th. Now the Lady Tigers scored 3 in the bottom of 5 and have a perfect top of 6. They lead at 6-3. We're headed to the bottom of 7 here, Flip.
All right, thanks, Rock. Just a conference with the Rock Creek pitcher. So everybody back into their positions as Clay Center now with 2 runners on, nobody out, and Wyatt Alexander in. Alexander shows bunt. Runners are going. Bunt's laid down, and it's a good one. Pitcher can't handle it. Throw to first. They are going to get Wyatt Alexander, but a great bunt. Great play by the pitcher, and Alexander does his job advancing both runners. Alexander could not have laid that down any better. And now both runners advance, second and third. And that's going to bring up Evan Rosenau. And he singled his last time at bat. Rosenau watches one go by, called strike one. And really starting to get some dark clouds just to the west and southwest of where we're at in Lindsborg. They have done all they could here to get these games in. We are in the top of the fifth here. 0-1 count to Rosenau. Swung on and missed. That gets away from the catcher. That's going to score Dylan Swihart sliding in. He's going to be safe. Glaves will hold at second. But Swihart does get in, and it's a 6-5 ball game. So Glaves will hold. And Evan Rosenau now, they will say he did not go, so they called that a ball. Thought he went around on that, but it's a 1-1 count. The pitcher comes off the mound. Coach Andy Benn in to talk with the home plate umpire. Now back out, so apparently got his question answered. So counts 1-1 to Evan Rosenau. Brigham Glaze on second. Pitch on the way to Rosenau in the dirt. That's ball two. One out. Runner on second. Pitch to Rosenau. Ball three. Kelby Wishman is on deck for the Tigers. Pitch to Rosenau. There's a hard shot right at the shortstop. It's going to advance the runner, throw to first for out number two. Glaze does advance to third. So the tying run stands on third. And Brigham Glaze stands in, or Kelby Wishman rather, stands in. He has flown out both times. It's to Wishman, strike one. One pitch fouled back. It's 0-2. Two down, runner on third. Pitch to Wishman in the dirt, gets blocked by the catcher to hold Glaze at third. And the count's 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way, hard grounder at the second baseman, comes up with it cleanly, fires to first, and that's out. Number three. Midway through the fifth, Clay Center threatens 6-5. They do play one. They trail by one as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Let's take you back to Clay Center and Lady Tiger softball.
All right, Flip, appreciate it. Here it's a 2-1 count on Haley Franson. Two down, but runners at first and second. Clay Center leads at 6-3, trying to add to their lead. Again, it's a 6-3 ball game. Here's the pitch home. Foul up and out of play right side off the bat of Haley Franson. Haley's had a good day today as well. She singled her first time up in this game. She had a couple of hits in game number one. As Clay Center leading 6-3, they have 3 outs to get. They would love some insurance, though, before that seventh inning rolls in. Franson up with 2 down, runners at first and second. Janae Shivers singled. She was forced out at third base. Allie Wright Frederick singled, bunt single. She is on at second. There's a fly ball in the center field. It'll be actually the second baseman who drifts back a bit and makes the play, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the seventh here in Clay Center. The Lady Tigers 3 outs away from heading to the state championships, both in a good battle here. Tiger baseball down just 1 in the late innings. We'll keep you up to date on all that's happening with Tiger baseball, softball. We'll bring you back right after this.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank, mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Replacing your roof is a major investment. You want it done right the first time with an excellent warranty for any work that might be needed later. The professionals at Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement have gone that extra mile with more in-depth training earning additional certification. Tyson Ramirez has Hague Residential Certification, and Tyler Hassenbank has both Hague Commercial and Residential Certification.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Back in Clay Center, the Lady Tigers do lead it here 6-3 with 3 outs remaining between them and headed to Emporia for the state championships in 4A Division II softball. For the Chapman Irish, it will be in their half of the 7th, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up, Savannah Kavanaugh, and you're followed by Sierra Carreno and Peyton Souther. So Kavanaugh leads it off. She grounded to the first baseman her last time up, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Chapman was a winner over Smoky Valley, the 2 seed, 8-2 to get here. Clay Center winning 5-0 over Concordia and led 3-0. The Lady Tigers, Chapman tied it at 3-3, and then Clay Center answered with 3 runs in their half of the 5th and lead it 6-3. We're headed to the top of 7. Here's Megan Blake with the pitch home, swing and a miss, 0-1. 3 outs away from going to the state championships. Tiger baseball down just 1 as Rock Creek bats in the 5th. Blake looks in. Pitch home. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Megan Blake, who had 13 strikeouts in the first game, has 3 Ks in this one. 6-3 lead. Blake inside the circle. Right Frederick behind the plate. Ferguson at third. Ball at first. Hamill at second. Branson at shortstop. Here's the pitch from Blake, 0-2. Right down the pipe, but low. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The outfield for Clay Center, Musselman in left, Shivers in center field, and over in right field is Nelms, who has had one heck of a ball game already on the defensive side in particular. Here's a pitch home. Fly ball, right field. Nelms way to her left and makes another play. That is the 3rd play she has made in this game that has been, well, one was truly phenomenal, the diving catch she made. She made another catch running to her right last inning and this time running far to her left, almost at the foul line. She reaches out a little snow cone. You can see the yellow of the softball out of the webbing, but she hauls it in and is 1 down. And that'll bring to the plate now for the Chapman Irish, Elizabeth Morgan, who will pinch hit for the Irish here. Morgan up on the right side, 1 down. Blake home. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Young Chapman team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores a part of this squad. Rebecca Thomas is the lone senior, and right fielder has really led this team well. You can tell they've gotten better as the season's gone along. There's a foul ball squirted right. No play on the ground, and it's 0-2. So Gabby Nelms, another great play in right field, first out of the inning. 6-3, Lady Tigers lead it. 2 outs away. An 0-2 count for Megan Blake to work with as she brings the pitch home to Morgan. Swing and a foul ball left side, off-speed pitch, way out in front. Good job by the freshman Morgan to at least get a bat on it and stay alive. And Ferguson runs it down as it bounced off the first base dugout, short left field. Back to her pitcher, and we're about ready to work again. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, nobody aboard. Clay Center up by 3, 2 outs from the state championships. Now pitch up and away, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Tiger baseball. Rock Creek was coming to the plate, and the Tigers were down 6-5 in a great matchup with undefeated Rock Creek. We'll get you back there when this one goes final. There's a swing and a miss, no foul tips. down in the dirt. Wright Frederick tried to scoop it, but it would have been foul tipped by the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes remains the count with 1 down and the base is empty. Megan Blake pounds the softball into the mitts, now walks into the circle and ready to bring the 1-2. Pitch on its way home. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Lady Tigers now down to just 1 final out to make the play here. A strikeout swinging, 2 down, nobody on, and we do know that Rock Creek has now gone up 7-5. There's nobody out there in the bottom of the 5th in that matchup. Tiger baseball down by 2 runs right now. Tiger softball 1 out away from heading to the state championships. At the plate, Peyton Souther for Chapman. Another talented Irish freshman. Pop fly, right side. Aaron Hamill back in the outfield grass and makes the play. And the Lady Tigers are headed to the state championships in Emporia as they gather in the center circle to celebrate a trip back to state in 4A Division II. They win it on the pop out to the right side. The catch made by Aaron Hamill to close it out. And the Lady Tigers are regional champions. Great battle from Chapman. The win over number 2 seed Smoky Valley, a test for Clay Center. But the Lady Tigers are headed to state with a win here. 6-3 is your final. The Lady Tigers with the win. Let's take a timeout. We'll check in with Phil Casper and see where they're at over at Smoky Valley. Lady Tigers, your regional champions, on to the state tournament.
Are you in the market for a new house? Do you need a more reliable set of wheels to get you around town? Or do you just need some extra cash for an unexpected bill? Whatever the case may be, Union State Bank is here to help. We have competitive rates on a variety of different loan options suited to meet your needs. Don't hesitate. Call or stop in and visit with one of our loan officers that you know and can trust today. This is Brandy Crimmins with Union State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
The Lady Tiger softball team now holding the regional championship plaque above head as they gather at midfield here, the softball complex, and they are state-bound after punching their ticket with a 6-3 win over Chapman. Great performance offensively. They were able to get things going in the second inning, scoring 3 runs. They had the 3 singles to lead off from Gabby Nelms and Hannah Ferguson and Aaron Hamill. Michaela Musselman hit by a pitch. Janae Shivers then singled. They scored 3. Then Chapman battled back, tied it up in the 5th at 3-3. And then the Lady Tigers answered with 3 more runs of their own in the 5th inning. And Megan Blake led it off with that double. And then you had the error that reached for Taylor Mall. Gabby Nelms reached after a strikeout, actually. And then Hannah Ferguson a single to left. And the Lady Tigers manufactured some runs there in the 5th and then closed the door defensively. And you really have to mention Nelms again. Megan Blake with a 13 Ks in the first inning, a strikeout to close this one. But the rally inning for Chapman, when they tied it at 3, they were threatening to score more. And a line drive right center field gap and an amazing diving snag by Gabby Nelms really closed that rally down, saved an out, saved an extra base, and a run, at least one, in that inning, and Clay Center stayed tied and answered in the 5th with 3 of their own, and now they win at 6-3. They're headed back to the state championships next week at Emporia. Lady Tiger softball advancing to the state championships. Tiger baseball battling down 7-5 over at Smoky Valley against undefeated Rock Creek. We're going to take a break, and then Phil Casper will give you the final of the Tiger baseball team. Again, Lady Tigers win at 6-3, headed to the state championships.
One company, one call, Twin Valley.
Got the latest and greatest device in your house? Now get the fastest. Your cool new devices deserve Twin Valley Pulse Gig Internet, the fastest available. It has the incredible speed you'll need for maximum enjoyment when multiple people are streaming, gaming, and more. Call for details to see if Twin Valley Pulse Gig Internet is available where you live. It's 800-515-3311 to sign up and speed up. Stocking the shelves with the products customers need and want is a constant goal at Ray's Apple Market. Some of the newest items are the organic and gluten-free items, which now number well over 400 different products at Ray's Apple Market.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Well, the Clay Center Lady Tigers have punched their ticket to the state tournament, and here Clay Center Tiger baseball really struggling right now here in the bottom of the fifth. They've loaded the bases, one out, and Rock Creek has played at two. Now there's a hard base hit into right field. That's going to score at least one, probably two. Throw in is going to good play by Wyatt Alexander. He'll go down to second base, and they're going to get the second base runner. He's got too far off, and a great play by Wyatt Alexander, a heads-up play by he and Kate Wallace to pick off the runner going into second base for out number two. But Rock Creek will play two. And it is now a 10-5 Rock Creek lead, and this is largely due to miscues by the Tigers. Now throw over to first from Nate Leiby, who is now on the mound. Runner back in safely. So runner on first, there's two down and a 1-0 count as Nate Leiby fires home. There's a hard shot up the middle for another base hit. Rock Creek hitting the ball well. They're not hitting it hard. They're just hitting it in the right place. And Clay Center has just made miscues. And we said before the game that Rock Creek would make you pay. We watched them do it to Chapman. And they have made Clay Center pay as now a courtesy runner in for the Mustangs. So with two down, in the bottom of the fifth, runner on first and second. Clay Center down 10-5. They led 4-2. And just 6-5 as we went into this inning, but 4 runs by the Mustang is hard foul shot down the third base line. Count goes 0-1. Nate Leiby steps back off the mound as Rock Creek Mustang batter steps out. Now back in. We're set to go. Runner off second base. Wishman holds him on. Now comes off. Leiby set. Fires home. Misses out. Leiby back in, fly ball, out of play. Count goes 1-2. One-two pitch, curveball misses outside, 2-2. Pitch from Leiby, swung on, foul. Both runners going on the release.
down here, bottom of 5. Clay Center down now 10-5. Libby throws home, swung on and missed, and that is strike 3, and that is out, number 3. 5 complete, headed to the top of the 6th. Clay Center trailing 10-5 when we come back.
Simple Office is focused on helping you protect your computers and valuable data. Lightning and power outages can damage your computer or electronic equipment, and the best protection is a combination surge protector and battery backup for as little as $79. Help stop malware infections with ESET security software and backup data frequently to external storage devices such as thumb drives or hard drives. We can assist you in choosing the right products, all in stock at Central Office Service and Supply, where service is still our middle name.
Hello, Patterson's Apothecary. How can I help you? Yes, we are open, even with all the construction. Yes, the road closed sign to our west will be there for a long time because of the hospital expansion. But you can get to us from the east on Liberty Street or from the north on Lafayette Street. We're here from 10 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, except for lunch from 12:30 to 1:30. And you can still drive through or walk into Patterson's Apothecary for your prescriptions. Okay, thanks for calling.
Well, the Clay Center Tigers hanging with an undefeated Rock Creek team. Rock Creek came into this game 18-0. Clay Center was up 4-2 in this game. In the third, they scored 4 runs, went up 4-2. And then Rock Creek really on fire since and scoring 4 runs in that bottom half of the 5th. They go up 10-5. Still, it's just a 6-5 lead at that point, and then 4 runs from the Mustangs. So Dylan Moon will lead off for Clay Center in the top of the 6th. First pitch called strike 1. Moon stands in, swings and misses, strike 2. Looked like it was getting ready to rain here in Lindsborg, but much of that has appeared to move just to the north as Moon takes a cut, fouls it back. Can't remain so too. Pitch to Moon, swung on and missed, dropped. Catcher throws down to first high, gets away from the first baseman. Moon in safely. So Moon on the drop strike gets into first base as the catcher overthrows the first baseman. So that'll bring up Keegan Brownell. Brownell is 2 for 2 in this game. 2 singles. He scored once. Playing very well. First one in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch, same place in the dirt. Counts 2-0. Moon holding on first. Not much of a lead from Dylan. Now he gets a little bigger lead. A lot of speed. Pitch to Brownell, strike 1. Count goes 2-1. Brownell, or rather Moon holds. Brownell gets reset in the box. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, high fly ball. That's into center field. Left fielder over, calling the center fielder off. Makes the catch. Moon goes halfway to second and now heads back to first. So well hit ball by Keegan Brownell, but a pretty good play by the left fielder. And that is out number 1. So that'll bring up like Levi Fitzenmeyer batting for Colden Wyke. Swings at the first pitch. It's to Fitzenmeyer. He'll watch that one go low, ball 1. 1-1 count now to Levi. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. And Moon continuing to hold on first. Pretty good gun by the catcher. Play center's been caught a couple of times. Now Moon goes. Called strike 3. Moon in to second base safely, but Levi Fitzenmeyer out on strikes. So Moon does advance. Fitzenmeyer watches one go by and heads to the bench with strike 3. Back to the top of the order. That'll bring up Nate Leiby. Leiby is 1 for 3. He's singled and flown out. Pitch to Leiby, high and out. Leiby came in relief of Cade Wallace early in the game. Really done a pretty good job. Just some errors by the Tigers has put them in the 5-run hole. There's Leiby swinging. That's a high fly ball down the right side. That is not going to stay in play. Leiby will stay in. Two down. Dylan Moon's on second. Pitch to Leiby. High. Counts 2-1. Pitch in low, and the count's 3-1 to Nate Leiby. Should he get on, Dylan Swihart coming up. And Swihart 2 for 3 today. He's scored twice. Three-one pitch, called strike 2, and the count's full. Leiby quickly back in. Pitcher holding that runner on second. Now he'll fire home, and ball goes low, and Nate Leiby will head down to first. So that's going to bring up Dylan Swihart with 2 out, 2 on. Again, he's singled twice. Singled twice, reached on an error his last at bat. There's a sharply hit ground ball that's going to get in the gap. That's going to score. Nope, they'll hold Dylan Moon. Boy, good job by Coach Andy Benn of holding Moon as Dylan Swihart gets his 3rd single of the game. So base is now loaded with 2 down. And Brigham Glaze will step in. He struck out, singled, and walked. There's a high fly ball foul. Third baseman over against the fence and just out of play. Wind's still blowing in pretty strong. Glaive steps back in, 0-1 count. Bases loaded, 2 down. Bottom of 6. It's a 10-5 Rock Creek lead. Or top of 6, rather. A pitch in for ball 1, counts 1-1. Pitch to Glaze, that's in the dirt. Ball 2. Glaze back in, counts 2-1. Pitch on the way, strike 2. Glaze let one go by and called strike 2. So count goes 2-2. Pitch on the way to Glaze, that's inside, counts full. 3-2 count to Brigham Glaze. Bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. Clay Center trails 10-5. Pitch to Glaze, a called strike 3, and Brigham Glaze will set down. So Clay Center threatens. They load the bases, but leave 3 runners on. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Clay Center trailing 10-5 when we come back.
This is Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed with your agronomy report. As you look out over your wheat fields, they may look great now, but don't think you are guaranteed a bumper crop when the current conditions are so favorable for rust. Let Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed help protect your wheat with a timely application of wheat fungicide. Take another look at your wheat fields. There's no reason to jeopardize your yield potential when the fungicide will more than pay for itself with an increased yield. Come see us at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
The gang here at Bud's Tire Service want to wish the best of luck to the Tiger baseball and softball teams in postseason play. They, like us, strive to be the best they can be. We can help with everything from tires to your driveline to your engine to help keep it performing great. We have many tire brands that have rebates going on right now. Stop in and check them out. AC not keeping you cool? We can fix that also. Make sure and give our Facebook page a like. Never know what might be going on there. Stop by Bud's Tire for all your vehicle needs. Again, good luck to the Tiger baseball and softball teams.
Bottom of 6th, Clay Center threatened in their half of the 6th. Loaded the bases, but left them loaded, unable to plate a run, and they trailed 10-5. So Rock Creek coming up to bat. And you can probably hear wind still very strong here in Lindsborg. Blowing in. Rock Creek has really done a good job both games. I caught most of that first game with Chapman, and they spray the ball everywhere, and they take advantage of errors. And unfortunately, Clay Center in the 5th really did not help their cause. Several errors by the Tigers. Looks like we have another pitching change as that's Kelby Wishman now on the mound for the Tigers. Get you that number for sure. Kelby Wishman is on the mound. Nate Libby has gone to second. I believe Keegan Brownell out in right field. Levi Fitzenmeyer now in center. So Kelby Wishman will be on the mound for the Tigers. First pitch from Wishman right in the middle of the back of the Mustang batter. So Wishman hits the first batter he faces. Now we'll have to battle with a runner on. Now bunt laid down and a good one. Throw to first is going to be wide of Rosenau. That will send runners to second and third. So a great bunt laid down by Rock Creek. Kelby Wishman just threw it a little wide of Evan Rosenau, and now runners at second and third with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Rock Creek up 5, and they're trying to add to it. Pitch on the way from Wishman is high. high fly ball. That's first base. Evan Rosenau's got to play if he can get it, and he does. Right up against the fence in foul territory, and that's out number 1. Good job by Rosenau. No fly ball is a gimme today. Tough plays. Wishman fires home. Ball 1. Very fortunate so far. Rain, storms forecast, but we've been lucky here in Lindsborg to get these games in. Acacia did move them up. But again, they only allow you to move them up. 1 o'clock is the earliest start time you can go. But good job here at Bethany by Smoky Valley to get the fields ready in between games and really have moved things along quickly. 1-0 now to the batter. There's another bunt laid down and a beauty, and that is going to be everybody safe and a run scores. With Dylan Moon charging hard from third base, but no play. So Rock Creek is going to get another one across, and they now lead 11-5. That bunt laid down perfect, like a backspin chip with a lob wedge, and just died. And Moon charging as hard as he could, but wisely held on to the ball. So now runners at the corner with 1 out. Wishman sets, fires home. There's a hard shot to second base. Bobbled, now thrown over to second base by Libby. No play, or rather first base, no play at second base. But he does get the runner at first for out number 2. Rock Creek gets another one across the plate. So 2 down now. There's a drive into right field that'll go foul. It should be 12-5. Scoreboard has 11-5, but Rock Creek has now gone up 12-5 in the bottom of the 6th with 2 down. Now an 0-1 count by Wishman. Pitch on the way, swung on, that's driven into center field. Rock Creek will get another one in. Throw home is going to be cut off by Wishman. And Rock Creek scores now their 13th run. So Rock Creek has gone up 13-5 here in the bottom of the 6th. There are 2 down, 1 runner on. And Wishman set to fire home, misses high. Runner's going to go to second as the ball gets away from the catcher. Now pitch runner for the Mustangs. Little break in the action. We'll keep it right here. Two down, runner on second. 1-0 count to the batter. As Wishman sets, he'll stay in the stretch. Fires home. There's a grounder to short. Wallace backhands it, fires to first, and that is out. Number 3, and a nice-looking play from Murph. Headed to the 7th. Clay Center got to do something here. This is their last opportunity. They trail by 8. They're down 13-5 when we come back.
Whether you farm 100 acres or 10,000, the people of Central Valley Ag Monroe are here to serve you, like customer service specialist Brett Schicker.
Support bigger growers and smaller growers at the same time.
Every input when you need it. And people like cropping specialist Jason Cook.
We have that personal touch with the farmer. They know that we have their best interest at heart.
Manager Doug Eisenmenger says our most important product is teamwork.
It's not what I can do, it's what we can do together.
Central Valley Ag Monroe, proud to say we are CVA.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Well, Clay Center has to do it here. This is it in the top of the 7th. They trail by 8, down 13-5 as Rock Creek really taking advantage of some Clay Center miscues and able to plate the runs they needed and get the cushions. So Wyatt Alexander will lead things off here in the top of the 7th. Pitch on the way to Alexander. Watches it go by, counts 2-0. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Now 2-1 count. Alexander watches one go by, low and out, and it's 3-1. Pitch on the way, strike 2. So count goes full. Alexander quickly back in there. Full count pitch on the way, swung on, foul. Alexander with a monster cut. And he's very capable of hitting the ball a long ways. So full count to Wyatt Alexander, Jr. for the Tigers. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball to third base. Third baseman comes up with it, fires to first, and that's out number 1. So Evan Rosenau will step in. He's struck out. He's singled. And he's sacrificed bunted. First pitch comes in low, ball 1. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0. And Wynn not letting up here in Lindsborg a bit. 2-0 pitch in the dirt, and the count's 3-0. Pitch on the way to Rosenau, called strike 1. Again, weather beeps, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the KCLY community. 3-1 pitch in the dirt, and Evan Rosenau hits to first. Have not had to break in, but we will if necessary. So Kelby Wishman, seniors for these Tigers, steps in. First pitch is a call to strike 1. Evan Rosenau on first, pitch to Wishman, swung on and missed, strike 2. Pitch Wishman, and that is hit on the ground hard to first base, touches first, into second, double play, game over. Rock Creek is headed to the state tournament. Clay Center will see their season come to an end at 9-7 on the year as Rock Creek gets the dog pile on the pitcher's mound, and Clay Center will see their season come to an end. So a tough loss for the Tigers. They fall to the Rock Creek Mustangs 13-5. They beat Smoky Valley in the first game today 2-0 to get to this championship, but will not make a return to the state tournament this year. So a good season for the Clay Center Tigers will come to an end. Clay Center Lady Tigers will be at the state tournament in Emporia. We'll get you all that information as soon as it is out. That's going to wrap up our coverage of Clay Center Tiger Baseball and Clay Center Lady Tiger Softball. Congratulations to the Lady Tigers as they head to state. Great season comes to an end for Tiger Baseball. For Rocky Downing in Clay Center with the Clay Center Lady Tigers, for Bernie Fancella, our studio engineer all day long, I'm Phil Casper for KCLY Sports.